What if I told you that the biggest mistake destroying your legs isn't your age? It's your breakfast. That's right. Millions of seniors wake up and do the same thing every day, and don't even realize they're shutting off the exact system that powers their legs. In just 12 hours, your muscles can either start to rebuild or start to decay. It all depends on one food, one nutrient, one decision you make before 9 a.m. This isn't hype. This is science. But more than that, this is your independence. Welcome to Healthy Aging Life. I'm so glad you're here. If you're over 60, or you love someone who is, this might be the most important 20 minutes you spend today. Because in this video, I'll show you the small, simple, daily habits that are helping seniors around the world walk better, stand taller, and feel more like themselves again. No pills, no intense workouts, just the right food, at the right time, with the right signals to your body. Stick with me because I'll walk you through what to eat, when to eat, and how to move to turn back the clock on your leg strength. We've helped thousands of viewers rebuild muscle function and stability using these exact steps. But here's the truth. You've probably never heard it explained this clearly before. So now, I want to ask you something. Have you felt more unstable lately? Do stairs make you pause? Have your legs started to feel numb or lazy, no matter how much you try? If you answered yes, then this video is for you. And while you're here, do me a quick favor. Tap the like button if you care about your health. Leave a comment and tell me your age and where you're watching from. And if you're new, subscribe to Healthy Aging Life. This is where we make science simple and aging strong. Let's lock in a secret code for the comments. Write strong at 70 below if you're committed to making your legs stronger, starting today. That way, I'll know you're part of this journey, and I'll be there replying to as many comments as I can. Now, let's begin with the science that explains why your legs don't feel like they used to, and how to flip the switch that brings them back online. Ready? Let's go. If you're over 60 and feeling like your legs aren't what they used to be, you're not alone, and you're not imagining things. The key issue isn't that your muscles have disappeared. The real culprit lies deeper, in the subtle breakdown of communication between your brain, nerves, and muscles. The good news? You can restore this communication, not with a fancy gym membership or a pile of supplements, but with a strategic focus on the right nutrients at the right time. Let's talk science, but in plain English. At the center of muscle repair is a remarkable amino acid called leucine. You've probably heard of protein as important for muscle health, but leucine is the reason why. It doesn't just feed your muscles, it tells them what to do. Think of it as the general giving marching orders. Without it, even the best food is like fuel sitting in a car with no ignition. Here's how it works. Leucine activates a powerful internal pathway known as mTOR, mechanistic target of rapamycin. This pathway is like a cellular command center. It flips the switch that says, start building muscle now. As we age, our sensitivity to this switch weakens. That's called anabolic resistance. Your body becomes less responsive to muscle-building signals. That's why older adults can eat a high-protein meal and still feel like nothing's improving. But leucine bypasses that resistance. It's like pressing a manual override. A meal with around 2.5 to 3 grams of leucine, which you can get from about 25 to 30 grams of high-quality protein like eggs, lean meat, or whey protein, can sharply increase mTOR activity even in adults over 65. The result? Muscle cells that were dormant wake up and start rebuilding. For someone like President Joe Biden, whose public image depends on strength and vitality even in his 80s, keeping muscle signaling pathways active isn't just a health issue. It's a symbol of power. But here's the catch. Muscle fibers don't act alone. They need orders to move. That's where the second key nutrient comes in: choline. Choline is the building block of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that tells your muscles, move now. Without acetylcholine, your brain might be saying, step forward, but your legs won't hear it. It's like shouting into a dead microphone. As we age, the body produces less acetylcholine and becomes less efficient at responding to it. That's why some older adults, even those who are strong, feel like their movements are delayed or unsteady. They might say things like, I meant to step, but my legs didn't go. is not weakness, it's signal loss. Fortunately, choline restores that connection. And you don't need a pill. 2 whole eggs in the morning can give you more than 300 milligrams of choline, enough to jumpstart acetylcholine production and rewire that communication pathway within hours. Eggs aren't just breakfast food, they're neurological tools. If someone like Warren Buffett, who still commands billion-dollar decisions in his 90s, can maintain clarity and movement, it's because his body has not lost that inner voice between the brain and the muscle. Still, your nerves and muscles can't talk without a proper line of communication, blood flow. That's where the third nutrient, nitric oxide, NO, enters the picture. Nitric oxide is a natural gas your body produces to expand blood vessels. It's what keeps your circulation moving, delivering oxygen, glucose, and nutrients to your muscles when they need it most. Imagine your leg muscles as cities and blood vessels as roads. NO removes the traffic and clears the path. One of the best ways to boost nitric oxide? Beetroot. Whether juiced or eaten raw, beets are high in natural nitrates, which your body converts into nitric oxide. In a 2015 study, adults over 65 who consumed beetroot juice saw noticeable gains in leg muscle power within a few hours, especially in the fast-twitch muscle fibers responsible for balance and sudden movements. These are the muscles that protect against falls. That's not a small thing. For someone like Sir David Attenborough, still walking natural landscapes well into his 90s, keeping circulation and reactive strength is likely part of his lifestyle secret. But there's more. Nitric oxide also improves mitochondrial efficiency. Mitochondria are your body's energy factories. They convert nutrients into ATP, the energy currency of life. If your mitochondria slow down, so does your strength. Poor circulation starves mitochondria of oxygen. But increased nitric oxide from beetroot reawakens these energy plants, giving your muscles the fuel they need to contract, stabilize, and move without hesitation. And the real beauty of this triad, leucine, choline, and nitric oxide, is how they synergize. Choline restores the signal. Leucine triggers action. Nitric oxide clears the path. Together, they don't just make your legs stronger, they restore a sense of confidence, speed, and control. That's the kind of difference that changes lives. Not just in the gym, but in the hallway when you're climbing stairs, stepping off a curb, or standing up in church. It's the difference between worrying about falling and walking with pride. It's also the science that builds independence. And it doesn't take a year. These biological systems respond in hours. Most people just haven't been shown how. Coming up next, we'll explore how the simple act of timing, knowing when to eat these key nutrients, can mean the difference between wasted effort and muscle recovery. Because even the best food won't help much if you eat it at the wrong time. Let's move from the science to the stories. Because theory is one thing, but nothing proves it like real-life transformation. Behind every study on leucine, choline, or nitric oxide is a person who put the information to work and got their life back. You don't need to be an Olympian or a movie star to see results. But interestingly, many powerful figures do adopt these habits to maintain energy and function well into their 70s, 80s, or even 90s. Take Pope Francis, for example. Now in his late 80s, he still travels globally, speaks for hours, and walks during public events. After undergoing colon surgery and experiencing leg issues, including sciatica flare-ups, his medical team reportedly emphasized diet-based interventions to reduce inflammation and support muscle coordination. While his exact regimen isn't public, sources close to the Vatican have shared that his nutrition shifted to include more anti-inflammatory greens, lean protein sources, and circulation-friendly ingredients like beets and olive oil. These changes helped reduce swelling and stabilize his mobility during high-stress public appearances. Closer to home, let's look at a real clinical case from a 2020 pilot program in Miami, where researchers tracked a group of 12 seniors experiencing leg fatigue and balance instability. Each was given a modified morning routine for 2 weeks. 2 whole eggs for breakfast, choline source. 30 g of whey protein mixed with almond milk, leucine-rich. 200 milliliters of beetroot juice before a 20-minute walk, nitric oxide booster. By day 5, over half of the participants reported less shaky legs when standing up from a chair. By day 10, stair climbing speed had improved by an average of 14%, and one participant, 74-year-old Linda stated, "I don't have to plan my day around whether my knees will hold up anymore." What's powerful here isn't just the physical result. It's the regained confidence. Even public figures like Angela Merkel, former Chancellor of Germany, known for her long workdays and relentless travel during summits, has been documented following strict meal timing routines. Aides noted she avoids heavy dinners and instead front-loads protein intake in the morning. Something studies show enhances muscle protein synthesis when done after sleep and paired with light movement. Her health habits were credited with her ability to sustain high-pressure work well into her 60s and beyond, rarely showing fatigue or instability in public. Then there's the example of Jack Ma, billionaire founder of Alibaba. While younger than some of the seniors we're focusing on, Ma has spoken about his early health wake-up call after turning 50. He began experiencing deep leg fatigue and chronic stiffness from long hours sitting. His recovery plan included a diet shift toward high-leucine plant proteins like soybeans, tofu, and quinoa, plus daily stretching and walking sessions, strategically placed after protein intake, not before. Within 6 months, he reported better focus, energy, and fewer leg issues. That's because he unknowingly tapped into the principle of nutrient timing and amino acid signaling. These aren't isolated cases. A growing body of community health initiatives in places like Japan, the Netherlands, and the US are now applying these same nutritional protocols in assisted living facilities. One pilot program in Osaka added 2.5 grams of leucine-rich protein at breakfast, a choline supplement, and leafy green smoothies to the diets of residents over 70. Over the course of 4 weeks, reported incidence of leg weakness dropped by 22%. One resident, 83-year-old Mr. Tanaka, who had been walking with a cane, was observed standing unaided by the 3rd week. These transformations are happening not because of high-tech interventions, but because of foundational biology finally being respected. In other words, they're not miracles. They're mechanisms unlocked by attention to nutrients, signals, and timing. Even on the global stage, world leaders are quietly coached on these strategies. For example, Barack Obama, known for his lean physique and stamina during presidency, maintained a structured diet focusing on balanced macronutrients, timed protein intake, and consistent physical movement, even during international travel. His former chef once disclosed that meals were engineered around energy demands, often rich in leafy greens and lean protein in the morning, not just as a health choice, but as a productivity tool. So what's the lesson here? Whether it's the Pope, a tech billionaire, or an everyday retiree, the story is the same. The body doesn't need to be young, it needs to be properly informed. With the right inputs, nutrients, structure, and timing, it responds. As we move forward, we'll take the lessons from these lives and lay out exactly how to structure your meals and movements throughout the day to replicate these results, without extreme changes or expensive interventions. Because in the next section, we're diving into the daily blueprint. How to eat, when to eat, and what to combine for maximum leg strength and neurological recovery. If you've made it this far, you've already learned that regaining leg strength isn't about lifting heavy weights or chasing fads. It's about feeding the body the right information through food, timing, and movement. And the truth is, a powerful daily routine doesn't need to be complicated. It just needs to be intentional. Let's walk through a day-by-day, bite-by-bite strategy to help restore strength and stability for older adults. Start within 30 to 60 minutes after waking up. This is when the body is most responsive to nutritional input. Overnight, levels of acetylcholine, the neurotransmitter that commands your muscles to move, drop significantly. So the first goal is to reactivate neuromuscular signaling and fuel mitochondria. A practical breakfast might include 2 whole eggs, a cup of sautéed spinach or kale, 1 slice of whole grain toast with avocado, and a cup of green tea or warm lemon water. For an extra boost, a scoop of whey protein isolate in almond milk delivers leucine to trigger muscle protein synthesis. This combination of choline, anti-inflammatory greens, and high-quality protein helps reboot the nervous system's connection to your muscles. Think of it as reactivating the control panel for your legs. Right after breakfast, go for a 10 to 15-minute walk. Nothing fast, just enough to wake up your circulation and send signals to your neuromuscular system. Gentle stretching afterward helps increase nitric oxide and blood flow. This kind of morning routine is similar to what Jimmy Carter's rehabilitation team used after his fall in his 90s. It's effective because it works with your biology, not against it. By midday, your body needs reinforcement. Many older adults either skip lunch or eat low-protein meals that don't support muscle strength. The body needs more than just energy, it needs instructions. A solid lunch could include 1 cup of quinoa or brown rice, 3 to 4 ounces of grilled chicken breast or tofu, half a cup of steamed broccoli or Brussels sprouts, and a drizzle of olive oil. Optional but powerful. A small glass of beetroot juice to boost nitric oxide levels. This helps the circulatory system deliver oxygen and nutrients to your legs more efficiently, improving stamina and reducing heaviness. After lunch, once you've rested for a bit, do some simple movements. Seated leg lifts, ankle rolls, or standing balance work using a chair can reignite your coordination. Even 10 minutes matters. Michelle Obama's mother, Marion Robinson, reportedly maintained a daily movement routine like this during her years in the White House, even into her 80s. Her method: eat well, move gently, stay consistent. As the day winds down, shift to maintenance. In the late afternoon to early evening, your metabolism slows. Eating too much protein now won't help, and may even burden the system. A lighter dinner might include lentil soup, steamed greens like kale or mustard greens, a slice of sprouted grain bread with olive oil, and a warm herbal tea like chamomile. These foods keep inflammation low, digestion easy, and nighttime recovery optimized. Some people find it helpful to stretch gently before bed, especially the calves, hamstrings, and lower back. This can prevent overnight stiffness and improve morning mobility. Kofi Annan, former UN Secretary General, reportedly followed a similar lifestyle, emphasizing light dinners and short evening walks to support circulation and recovery. Throughout the day, smart hydration makes a difference. Aim for 6 to 8 cups of water or herbal tea. Avoid drinking large amounts late at night to protect your sleep. Stop eating at least 2 hours before bedtime, as late-night digestion can interfere with deep rest. Also, try to pair your protein intake with activity. The 30-60-minute window after movement, whether it's a short walk, a stretch, or a bit of gardening, is when muscles are most sensitive to repair signals. Once a week, consider a circulation-focused day to reduce inflammation and reboot your system. For example, a breakfast smoothie with beet, spinach, and Greek yogurt, a salmon salad with walnuts and citrus at lunch, and quinoa with roasted vegetables for dinner. This pattern helps flush inflammation and resets muscle function. These simple steps, done regularly, make a measurable difference in leg strength, balance, and energy. So there it is. You've just seen how one food, one walk, and one change in timing can completely shift how your legs function. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about keeping the power to stand, to move, to live your life on your own terms. Your legs aren't failing you. They've just been waiting for the right signal, waiting for you to reconnect with the systems you were born with. From leucine to nitric oxide to choline, your body knows what to do. It just needed the right information at the right time. And that's what healthy aging life is all about. Simple, practical, backed by real science. Now, before you go, I want to hear from you. Which part of this routine are you going to try first? The beet juice? The eggs in the morning? Or maybe the 15-minute walk after breakfast? Leave your answer in the comments because it might inspire someone else to take their first step too. And remember, this isn't just information. This is transformation, but only if you act on it. If this video helped you see your body in a new light, hit the like button. That tells YouTube this content matters. More importantly, it tells me that you're here and you're listening. If you haven't subscribed yet, do it now. Join the Healthy Aging Life community. We release videos every week to help you stay strong, sharp, and steady, no matter your age. And don't forget the secret code. If you made it to the end of this video, drop "Still Walking Strong" in the comments. That's how I know you're one of us. Someone who believes in growing better, not just older. Your legs are your foundation. Your strength is your freedom. And every choice you make is a vote for the life you want. I'm proud of you. Now go show the world what aging strong really looks like. See you in the next one.